Hey everyone, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to be creating a really cute picnic themed set of nails using some gels from Nail Reserve, which were kindly sent over to me from them. I have worked with them before and I absolutely love their gels, so they let me select some more to feature in a video. I'm going to be swatching all of the gels on these little heart-shaped acrylic swatch pieces that I have, so let's go ahead and get into it. So a few things about Nail Reserve: they are a vegan and cruelty-free gel brand, and all of their gels are now 21 free, which means they don't contain 21 of the most harmful and toxic ingredients that can be found in some gel products. They also don't contain HEMA, which is amazing because that means I can use the gels on myself because I do unfortunately have a HEMA allergy. So Nail Reserve did give me a coupon code to share with you guys if you're interested in trying them out for yourself. The code is outoforbitnails and it will save you 50% on a minimum of 2 nail products, and it is not applicable during other site-wide sales. All of the information will be down below in the description box if you are interested in trying them out for yourself. Now let's enjoy the swatches and we will get into the nail design after. So here are all of the colors swatched with 2 coats and on a white background so you can get a good idea of what the colors look like. They are all so beautiful and I felt super inspired to do a summer picnic themed set that are very popular right now. And these are the 4 colors I was using for today's color palette on the picnic set. I didn't end up using the red glitter just because it was a little too dark for what I was going for, but I did use the other 3. So starting off with a white reserve, which is just a plain white gel, I'm going to paint both the index and the pinky nail and do 2 coats of that, which will act as the base for our picnic blanket nails, which is a really popular plaid design that I've been seeing trending for this summer. So I had to jump on the trend and put my own spin on it per usual. After I apply the 2 coats of the white reserve, we're going to jump into the red, which is called Goddess. And I'm going to use this to create the plaid picnic blanket design. So I'm just taking a tiny bit on a mixing palette, and I'm going to be using a very small detail brush that has a squared off edge on it. You want something with a square kind of shape to it, so it gives you those like plaid lines that you want for this picnic design. So I'm loading up my brush, making sure every bristle is coated, and I remove as much of the excess gel as I can because once I paint the plaid design, you want to be able to see the brush strokes in the paint, and you'll see what I mean here in a moment. After I paint that first vertical line and show you the close-up, you can kind of see that the brush strokes are visible, and that's exactly the look that I'm going for. So to do this design, I'm just starting with 2 vertical lines, and then I quickly do a flash cure so then I can go ahead and do my horizontal lines. And I do that because I don't want these vertical lines to move at all once I start working on the horizontal lines. And that way, once I cross the horizontal line over those, the point where they meet is a little bit of a deeper shade of red, which is exactly the look I'm going for. For me, I find this particular design easiest to start your horizontal line in the center of the nail and then go around it. That way you can kind of judge how much space you're going to need, and that way you can have more of an even result. So that's just my recommendation when doing this design, is to start with your vertical lines, then go down to your horizontal and start those lines in the center. And also keep a very little amount of gel on your brush and use light pressure when doing this technique so you can see those brush strokes and get the desired effect that you want. And after I'm finished with this nail, while it's curing, I'm going to work on the pinky and do the same exact thing. Once those nails are all cured, I'm going to take these little polymer clay fruit charms that I have, and I thought it would be really cute to place some on the picnic blanket, because what is a picnic without food? And I picked some more summery fruits to use just because this is a summer themed set. I was contemplating doing like 3D hand sculpted food elements, but I didn't want these nails to have super huge bulky charms sticking up off of them, so I went with these and they're just so cute, so I had to use them. And I did a little lemon and a apple, and now I'm doing a little orange slice and a watermelon. And I just applied those using my Macart rhinestone glue. Now for the thumb, where I'm also going to be doing that same picnic blanket design, but I'm doing it on a French tip. So I wanted to start with a nude base. This is just one that I thought would match the color scheme pretty well. And I'm taking that same white gel polish from earlier, and I am creating my French design. So for the plaid design on the French tip, I'm doing the same exact technique that I used on the other two nails, but of course I'm just stopping it a little shorter where that nude meets, and I am going to get some red gel on the nude base, but we will clean that up once we are finished with all of the painting. And to clean that up, I'm just taking another smaller brush that I have dipped in alcohol to remove that off the nude before curing. And then again, going in with my horizontal stripes and just kind of judging where I think it would look best. I'm starting in the very center of the French tip, and then I go from there. So again, using the same technique, it's just shrunken down to a French tip. So instead of putting little fruits on the picnic blanket, I decided to go in with this little white bow, which I thought was absolutely adorable. I don't want every nail to be identical, but I like elements incorporated throughout the set to match. So instead of doing the fruits, the bow was perfect in this instance. Now moving on to the next nails, I'm just finishing off painting the two remaining nails with white and the red goddess color from earlier, and I do 2 coats of those. For the red nail, I'm doing the very popular 3D strawberry nail, and I'm taking the Yellow Reserve color, which it says Yellow Addict, but the brand used to be called Nail Addict, and I think it's just like the old name that was printed on it, but it is called Yellow Reserve, so I did want to clarify that. But I'm taking a teeny tiny dotting tool, dipping it in that yellow, and doing the little strawberry seeds, and I'm staggering them, as you can see. So where I put the top 3, I'm putting the next 2 in between them, and that way once I apply my 3D gel, it'll be super easy to go around those seeds. This is a design that I have just been seeing blowing up on social media, and I've seen so many different methods of how to get this look, but what I think is best is the method that I'm doing, which is taking a clear builder gel. You can take any kind of super thick gel that you have. And I am drawing diagonal lines going through each section of those seeds, which is why it was important that they were staggered each row so I could do this method. And I am also not curing in between. I am just doing the entire nail and then doing one final cure. I'm doing that because one, this specific gel that I'm using doesn't move or level out that fast. It stays and holds its shape, so it gives me a lot of time to work with it. So the thicker the better when it comes to this design as far as your clear gel goes. The thickness of the gel will also really help give it that super cool 3D effect. While I am painting the diagonal stripes, I am also going around and pulling the gel around the seeds, but I'm not covering the seeds because in doing that, that will help create that 3D look that you want. So I just kind of drag the gel around the seeds, make sure that no gel gets in them. And that's pretty much the whole process for this nail. This method's very easy. I've seen some other methods, but like I said, this one just seems the easiest, and it definitely was. So I let that go ahead and cure, and I'm working on the final nail, which is the most simple. Sometimes when I do sets, I don't want every single nail to be crazy detailed, so I just went the more simple route with this one, which is just a solid white with little yellow and red flower charms to tie in the other colors that were used on this set. Once I place those, I'm going to do a quick flash cure, add some more gel glue in the center of the flowers, and add gold caviar beads to the center of those. And once that is all complete, I'm going to do a layer of no wipe glossy top coat, and that will be it for this nail design. And here is the finished result. I am really happy with how this little picnic set turned out. I think it's simple, but still very cute and fun without it being too crazy busy. Again, thank you so much to Nail Reserve for sending me over these gels. I absolutely love working with them. And again, all their info will be linked down below. And of course, thank you all so much for watching and for being here. And hopefully I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye guys!